Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the 12th episode of the Blind Counter podcast. I am your host with the most, the Offset, aka Big Bob here, and I'm joined here today with my executive producer and co-host himself, Mr. AKIIRA AMANE, and our special guest for the night, we have Mr. Anxious joining us back again tonight. How we doing today, gentlemen?
We doing. What's good, baby? What's good?
What they
Hey, we
do?
doing it.
What
Yeah,
they
we just
do?
had a late start, but been a good day. Been a good start to the week. Crazy first weekend of CDL. I'm excited to talk about it.
Yeah, dude, we got a lot to talk about, a lot to unpack here.
A
This is,
ton,
dude,
bro.
this is our first stab. This is our first opening weekend here with the Blind Counter podcast, the first season that we've introduced these games here too. So you guys are going to bear with us here and kind of roll with the punches if there's any kinks or anything like that. But I'm excited to get through all these topics. We got a lot to unpack here. A lot of good games, a lot of good Call of Duty to talk about. I'm excited, man. I'm really
We're finally
excited.
back.
We finally back at it like a motherfucking crack
We
addict, dude.
back.
It's been a long ass
Hey,
off season, man. So, but before we get into it, man, how y'all feeling, man? How y'all been holding up? I know it's been a while since we talked to Anxious here. What's good? What's new? What's new?
What's up?
Yeah,
What's
ain't
up,
she?
dude? I don't know. Call of Duty wise, dude, I've been enjoying the game a lot. Been playing it a lot. I've been getting a nasty amount of hours in. I've been streaming mm, well, I work 15 days out of a month span, so I don't know. Every couple days or so, I put in like 2 3 day streaks of streaming like 12 hours each day, and I just been on Demon Hour, just
Yeah, we be
streaming
seeing
all
you
night,
grinding all night. You
dude.
know what?
Late too,
You
right?
got the night shift going.
Like I'll get on well, even earlier than this some days. It's 9 p.m. now, and I won't get off till like 6 7 in the morning some days, and I'll just play the game out, like literally just go.
Oh yeah, no, I
Uh,
see you. I
Yeah.
see you grinding, man. You be
little
doing your thing.
little bit of comp, a little bit of camos, a little bit of squadding up with like some streamers and stuff, just trying to mix and match a little bit. But I've been having a lot of fun. Like the more and more I play the game, the more and more I enjoy it. And I've been watching some of these matches, been peeping some of these matches, and like learning strats. It's got me itching, especially when I'm working those 12-hour days to get back on the game real bad. And I haven't had this itch probably
Been a
since like
long
high school.
time.
Like I don't know. Like when you're in high school or whatever, you're in school, you're like, man, I can't wait to clock. I can't wait till
Man, to
that
get
bell
home.
rings. I get home,
Yeah.
yeah, and play. Like I feel that now. Maybe it's because I work 12-hour days and they're just long as hell and they just drag that. I sit there and I think like, man, like I give up these. I worked Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 36 hours, and I clock out. I'm like, dang, I got 2 days straight. I could just do whatever on the game. I look forward to it a lot.
Hell
But
yeah. I mean, we all look forward to it, man. Call of Duty is the addiction has re-sparked for me as well, man. And just watching, playing, and just doing everything in general, man. Like I feel like
Spark, motherfucker, you on fire. You got Interstellar already. Fuck you talking about.
yeah, nah. We
Spark.
finally
pretty
got
close.
Interstellar, you know what I'm saying? Looking good. Oh my
Bruh,
god.
I
Wow, man.
just hit the priceless tier. Anxious, like just now getting to the
Really?
last bit. Yeah, today I did. Like
You be
I don't
I've
know
had a
grinding?
how
lot
Bobby
of
did that. He was degenerate.
Yeah,
I know
dude.
he
I was
was. He
hurting,
was
bro.
sweating.
I was hurting, bro. That's it. What's 247, man? That rest 247 on hardcore. You know what I'm saying?
I've
Getting it
been
in the
grinding
mud.
meat.
Oh, there it is. There it
Did they
is.
bring okay, I've been gone the past 3 days. Like I worked the past 3 days straight all weekend. I know they had the meat 24/7, but did they bring back Rust or shipment yet?
No, no,
Not
no,
yet.
no.
Like
Oh, dude,
2 days,
come
2 more days or
on,
something like
bro.
that.
No,
Yeah.
and that's when I go back to work. Dude, no.
Well,
Oh,
No.
true.
it's all right,
Cause
man.
now like I put the camo grind to the side for a little bit because I thought maybe I was like, I'm not gonna do it. Like I'm not gonna do it. And then like something just sparked me where I realized I was really starting to get a lot of camos and like enjoying the grind of all the weapons where I was like, all right, maybe I should go for this. And that was like right when they dropped the meat map. And it's like okay for camos because it is small, but it's
Yes.
like hard to get a lot of kills because you're quickly traded and like I don't know, like I feel
Nah.
like shipment you could get a nice little spawn trap going or something, or like I don't know, you
Yeah.
can like maneuver pretty well, but in meat, I don't know, there's way too many angles. It's harder to get camos on that map for me,
The
but
spawns on that map, dude. Like you'll spawn up and you'll be right in front of this fucker. And
right.
if you're hardcore, you're not gonna you can't do shit.
That's what I've been playing for camos is hardcore because a lot of them
Yeah.
is like get 3 kills in one mag or I don't know, just
Yeah.
like it's so much easier for challenges in hardcore. And I have noticed, I think like maybe I'm just crazy, but I think for stun challenges, which Bobby, you're probably you don't care anymore because you got it, but for stun challenges, I think in hardcore, I feel like the stun lasts longer.
No, it does, because when you
Okay.
stun somebody, that damage is like a 1%. Like you take 1 damage off of somebody, and it's technically still affected. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that means.
Yeah. So
But
I've been
yeah,
knocking out those stun kills in like hardcore too. I don't know I mean, obviously like I don't like hardcore as far as like competitive, but definitely for camos, dude, it's so much
Oh yeah.
faster. So much faster. Like I can almost knock out an entire gun like so fast. Like
Yeah.
after like a few matches it feels like, dude.
hell
Damn,
yeah.
grinding hardcore on meat. That's pretty crazy.
Okay. So we got the camo grind going. We got pubs going here. And, we got the CDL matches starting up this past weekend, man. So we're just going to dive right into it here. We got a lot to unpack here and don't want to
Oh
go over
yeah.
time here, man. So we're going to go ahead and just dive right into it here. On the first very topic of discussion here today, I decided to bring out Flames 4K joining LAG as their substitute for the pro CDL team. Don't know anything much about Flames here, but here's the graphic here of it confirming welcoming Flames 4K as their substitute on
Wasn't
LAG.
he a sub for like another squad like a couple years ago? Like I've heard of him, but to
I
be
don't know,
honest,
man.
like
I don't really know who he is
I'm gonna have to check
at
I'm
him
pretty
all.
out.
sure he was just I'm pretty sure he was in challengers.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
sure he had
Um
to have been, but that's pretty
yeah.
cool. They, LAG taking
Bringing him up.
What's
forever. Get a
what's
damn.
if you guys know what's LAG's like roster?
Wait,
Do you
Off
what?
guys
the
know?
top.
Yeah, off the top, you guys know. I don't know LAG's roster.
Assault, Diamond Con, right?
Yeah, keep it going.
Uh
I guess I forget I'm
fucking
sitting
Fame,
at a computer.
who?
Fame. Where's that
Fame. Yep,
rocker?
yep. Nah,
Fame and somebody else.
is it
Estriel.
Fame, bro?
Yeah,
Estriel.
I don't know. But anyhow, moving on here.
What a team. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah,
Yes.
and I wanted to
Ooh,
go
this
ahead
intro
before we get
crazy.
into it. Yo, some of the best cinematics so far here is the Seattle
In the
Surge's
CDL, bro.
intro to their matches, man. Let's go peep this real quick. Show Bill anxious what he's missing here. Look at this.
Got that Horizon
Oh, dude, I got
Scientific.
those. I literally have those right over here, dude.
Love this song too.
Let's begin.
I need to make some more, bro.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Abuza. Arcides.
Yeah, it's actually pretty lit.
Bruh. You got the hair back.
Book.
Okay. Illy's got the hardest one.
LAG.
Get the bomb.
Oh,
Illy.
No, this is Surge. Oh, this is Surge. I'm tripping.
Illy got the hardest part in that.
I would have never expected these players to be on Surge.
Straight up. And for them to actually like
Bro,
we'll
they
talk
had
about
this
it,
has
but
got to
this is
be
crazy
the
weekend for them.
best CDL intro I've seen to date, man. They did an absolutely phenomenal job
That's fire.
on the
Dude.
CL.
Yeah, they got some money for that. That's
yeah.
some money.
Yeah, so Seattle Surge doing their thing with their little intro for the CDL. I like
Love
it
it.
here. And then, on the counterpart here, I wanted to go ahead and get Optics in there too, seeing that a lot of people are fans of Optic. We're going to go ahead and tune into what this one looks like for their intro for Texas. Oh, damn.
Bro, this one
We
too, bro.
got stuck with the buffer, bro.
No shot,
We got
brother.
stuck with the buffer, bro. Let me go ahead and hit the refresh real quick.
Shout out Chris is hidden. Yeah, dude.
Go full screen.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Hard shot.
Dude, these guys look pretty decent. I've watched a little bit of Optics. Games. They look pretty decent.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Short,
Okay.
sweet.
Not too
Yeah.
much, but yo,
Not as good.
fire, you know what I'm
Just
saying?
enough.
Like just enough, just a little taste to get a little CDL intro going, you know what I'm saying? Little something. And then just kind of bouncing off of that, just to kind of go into the 2024 COD League season here. Looks like the casting pairs for this year is going to be Miles and Chance again, then Maven and Merc, and then now Study and I Hold Shift. Are going to be
Nice.
your codcasters, and then obviously on the desk here we're going to have Puckett, Allie, and Nameless returning back again. So this is your 2024 talent for the CDL here, as far as codcasters and desks there. So good to see everybody back here and doing their
I hold
thing.
shift new. Yeah, he's been doing work. I'm glad he's jumped up.
Oh yeah,
You know who I want to see come back really bad in casting, dude?
Who's that?
I want to see freaking Courage, dude. JD come back.
Yo,
Courage would be
That
lit.
would be
and the
especially,
curse has been won.
dude. Especially because this COD, I mean, yes, it's new, but essentially, I mean, it's older. Like, especially with
Yeah.
like the maps and stuff, dude. Like, it would really just bring me back to like the beginning of COD again if he was casting. Like, that'd be so sick. I
Yeah.
was thinking about that the other day. Like, why don't they just sneak him back in, bro? Like, he doesn't have too much going. You know what I mean?
He's
That'd
a
be hype.
streamer now, man. He's making more money than that now. You know what I'm
True.
saying? So, but anyhow, we're moving on
True.
here. We're gonna go right into the viewership numbers here from the past weekend of Week 1, opening week here. It looks like we peaked at an all-time high of 106,000 people watching at the same exact time here. Looks like the NYSL versus Optic match was the highest viewership number at 106K. And then Minnesota versus Optic was at 104. And then your Atlanta versus Boston, which was the very first match, was at 104 as well. So kind of cool there. And then comparing it from last year's opening weekend for Modern Warfare 2 was 184,000. So
Trash.
little bit less than last year. You know, a lot of bit actually, but you know it's all good.
It's business.
Yo,
and-
that's crazy. Nick Rich just commented exactly right underneath it what I was about to ask. I wonder why. I'm curious too, dude.
you know.
At Bob, the TJ Alley effect.
I'm curious too because
yeah.
I don't know. I feel more interested in wanting to watch competitive COD in this COD than I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm enjoying it more. Maybe other people aren't as much. Maybe I don't know.
Maybe because it's on YouTube and stuff. Bitch.
Yeah,
I
also
think it's
that
a
too,
couple
yeah.
things. I
But
feel
it's
like
all
too,
good.
like I kind of lost it to be honest, but obviously the deal going to YouTube, that's gonna shrink it down. I mean, they had contract issues or like stipulations the day after with the flank and breakdown. Like so much came from this. It's just not a good
Yeah,
look, but you can tell we're alive and popping. So I guess that's what matters.
I was in the flanks stream when Zuma was talking about um him going live with their stream. Did he end up getting in any trouble for that? Do you guys know? Because he was talking about it.
No, but we
He said he
can.
was.
No, he didn't. He didn't get in any trouble. But I mean, that's a topic of discussion that we can get into later on
Very
in the
shortly,
show
probably.
too. Yeah, we'll go dive a little bit deeper into that. I don't want to get right into it here, but yeah, no, that's definitely a topic there, and definitely whack to see that that's kind of something that's popped up here in the very early stages of the CDL,
I'm
man.
curious. Do you guys think, like, with these numbers that you're seeing, for the week 1 of MW2 and MW3, do you think those statistics is something that they're considering when they're going through their contracts with Twitch versus YouTube? Do you guys
Yeah,
think it's
no, they
about numbers, or do
definitely
you think it's
do. They
about?
definitely do. They take the watch party
Yeah.
numbers on top of the actual stream numbers, take it to
Add
YouTube.
that.
Hey, look what we're pulling. Give us a bag, and then that's how they sold the rights to YouTube. So,
Kinda,
definitely annoyed.
yeah.
What were you gonna
Yeah, I
say?
kind of heard like it was way more restrictive of we had like YouTube exclusivity like during Cold War, right? Like 1 or
Yes,
2 years,
yes.
and they were doing the flank just fine, so it's already more restrictive. And I heard somewhere, I don't know, I'm not in the industry, but it was like 1/3 or 1/4 the original price YouTube paid initially. So not only is it less freeing for the community, they got like 30% of what they originally had. Like, dude, I don't know. They're squeezing this berry as much as they can. There's not going to be anything left. Like,
Yeah, no, I definitely
If they
see.
keep making these decisions.
Yeah, no, I definitely see the CDL going away and we go into a different format like CWL next year or something like that. So
Down, bro. I'm so
yeah,
down.
yeah. But anyhow, moving on here, we're gonna get right into the matches here. So we're gonna just dive right in from the Sunday night matches because it was just too much to unpack. So going forward into Sunday, we had a reverse sweep from the Carolina Royal Ravens up against the Las Vegas Legion here. Here are the stats here to kind of go through everything. Looks like Standy and Attach on the side of Vegas Legion were the only ones positive, and then on the flip side there, Gwen, Clayster, and Real were both all positive in the whole entire match there. Clayster going absolutely huge with 16,000 damage total within the match there. The map set, Hardpoint Invasion went to Vegas Legion, Search and Destroy Terminal went to Vegas Legion, and the control on Invasion went to the Carolina Royal Ravens, and they brought it back with the Karachi Hardpoint, and then also won the 5-5 ice on the Invasion Search and Destroy, going to complete the reverse sweep for Carolina Royal Ravens.
That's
there.
crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Reverse
That was a
sweep. Last map,
run.
last round, dude. It's got to be tense, dude.
Yeah. And we got some.
Gwen, bruh, he had to be so happy after
Yeah.
that shit.
I mean, dropping 80 kills in the entire series, that's a lot. That's pretty good, man. And a 1.33 for the total series too. It says a lot.
That's rookie, baby.
Yeah, that's a good
Of the
rookie
year.
game too, you know what I'm saying, series too, whatever. And so here's a little highlight
Speaking-
of Gwen acing for the win in the 5-5 ice right here. This is how they won the series.
Carolina now looking to make a move, but Standy shuts down. Good first blood. That's also your bomb carrier.
It's a big first blood out of Standy. He also gets some more information just finessing with the movement around this middle tank. With only 40 seconds left, Carolina have to try to pick up this bomb. I don't know if Vegas Legion have the information that the bomb is going to be down towards bottom mid, but you see Clayster slowly edging his way up, trying to find an angle. Sets up Gwen on the flank to find two. They have the man advantage, 3v2 now.
Nero looking to go quickly.
That right
tries to
there, I
slide
was
through the
going. I was out my
line.
seat on
Needs it
that
for
one.
the third. Just down to attach for the 1v2. Bomb being planted. Got her X able to stay alive, get out of dodge. Attached defaulting back
Chase
to the
that
pistol.
boy.
Has plenty of time to let this reset.
Mustache.
Catches a little bit of intel onto God RX. Should know that Gwen was last seen over through mid. And now the reset. God RX.
Give away my
Gwen
position.
pokes over the top. Good damage.
Got him.
Shuts it down. And a reverse sweep for
Icy boy.
Carolina.
Why does Real look like Draws' little brother?
Notice as they find
Oh my
themselves
God.
somehow, some way,
That's funny.
A 1-1 first week. and
Man,
maybe
so what a way
somehow
to close it out. Gwen going absolutely huge to close it out to get the dub
Wait.
there for the series.
In that kill cam, was Gwen the one that was behind the tank doing the jump shot?
Yeah.
Oh, that's absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, no, he went absolutely
Jeez.
rogue.
That's,
then,
that's hard to see from my point of view.
Yeah, no, I
Like, 'cause the
definitely
screen's,
understand
like,
that.
A little smaller.
Yeah. And then we got another little clip of Clay, the OG, the oldest CDL pro, snapping
Now with
onto
the
some people
second,
here.
Gwen doesn't lead to the third, but they win the rotation. They just have to locate the
Ooh,
last player.
with the
Clayster
sub in
throws it
hand.
With the
SMG.
sub in
The old
hand.
man, he still got some in him.
How about this for a start for Carolina?
Y'all like
They
playing
get
this
the
map?
majority of
Side
time at
note?
the second,
Hell
and they
yeah.
get to Cafe first with
I like
a
this
really
map.
This
solid
map's
line
nice,
scrimmage
bro. That's
being
one
set
of the
up
most
with kills
balanced
to boot.
maps.
0-6
Like, I
start
forget
for
about the
Nero.
verticality. I'm not gonna lie, but I still like it.
Snap on towards Purge. Near-
With
Yeah,
the
no,
second
he still got it, man. 32
He's
plus
snapping,
years
dude.
old, man. He still got it. Slapping on, Purge, who's an up and coming challengers player in the CDL now. Yeah, what's up, man? That's what's up. And then moving on here from that, we got the Clayster calling out Aches in the post-game interview here. Let's go ahead and dive into this.
Clay, what does it mean to you to still be playing while other people, former world champions, are now watching?
Yeah, there's some people on some talk show. I think their name starts with like an A or something, and they're absolutely awful at the video game. And I just imagine everybody on Legion was Aches this series, and honestly, that's probably why we reverse swept them.
No, we had to fit it in there. Eggs, you know.
That
it's all,
face, look at him, he's
Clay
like,
is the
yeah.
W today. And
Yeah, kid on.
What does it mean to you to
Get
still
shit on
be
H. He
playing
piece
while
shit.
other
But
Don't
Ubisoft
ever
looking
talk
at you.
crazy on my name again.
H put the soft in Ubisoft.
Oh my god.
Yeah, man. So that's pretty cool, man. I like to see the banter between Aches and Clayster on the flank there, and then having him come back and talk that crap on the interview
Good work.
afterwards, man. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny stuff right there. But moving on to the second map or match of the series of Sunday night, we had the Subliners going up against the LAG in a 3-2 matchup here, which I thought was a lot closer than I would have expected. LAG keeping up with the top seed team. It's kind of crazy to think. I mean,
Pretty
you know,
close, bro. Look at all this.
yeah, I mean, Subliners went up 2-0 in the series, taking home the hard point on Karachi and the search and destroy on High Rise, and LAG coming back and winning the control and the hard point, and then unfortunately couldn't get it done in the search and destroy in Karachi here. But looking at the stat line here, looks like Skies and Hydra both going huge, getting a positive KD. And then on the flip side here of the LAG, looks like Assault and Diamond Con both barely going positive. Things like that there. And I mean, if you look at it, I mean, Skies went absolutely huge,
Look at
man.
that dammy.
Yeah, 19,000 damage from Skies, 18,000 from Hydra, and the runner-up after that, I mean, it's just 17, 17, 15, 16. So, I mean, that's crazy, man. And 103 kills out of the series from the boy Skies himself, man. He's definitely going rogue with a 1.39 total KD of the
Invest in your
series.
game.
Yeah, man, that's actually pretty impressive, man. Going up against some CDL pros and stuff like that. Just
Yeah, that's
a
tough.
1.39 is definitely impressive. Sure. What are y'all's thoughts on this right here?
I didn't really get to watch it, but I mean, dude, how close those games were gotta be frustrating, man. I
no,
mean, like, look at that, dude. 250, 248,
Yeah, they lost
6-5,
by 2, bro.
2-3,
And they're 0-2 for the series or for the
234,
weekend.
250, and 6-4.
Yeah, no, definitely. LAG definitely came to play this opening weekend for sure.
Yeah.
It was definitely a lot closer than I would have expected LAG to do up against the Subliners, who won champs last year. So I mean, definitely the top team versus the bottom team. Really, just kind of on paper there. Definitely close games there, and anybody could have won these.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and if you think about it, bro, like they, my bad, like they play. I know it's a different game and everything, different, Sibs on here, Preston somewhere else, but they played them longer than Toronto did at
Mhm.
champs, like when we were there last year. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
they really did, man. That was actually kind of cool to see out of them.
Yeah.
And then just kind of diving into some highlights, man. This is the first map here of the NYSL full comeback. The score was 193 to 241 in favor of LAG, and they just failed to get the last seconds to win the map here.
Oh my goodness.
Like they would have got that shit right there.
Look at this. 248. Oh. New Hill Pops.
Like, did Skies just absolutely save that right
Yes.
there?
Defend P1, they can only afford to give up 2 seconds, or not even just one. So this is an
This was
impossible
crazy. I
task
didn't think
if
Hydra was gonna get
all
this.
4 corners of the map.
Well, it's not
That's
over
actually
yet.
insane.
P1. Here comes Assault.
This is so mixy, dude.
Impossible to hold this one down. Skies
Oh,
is
see,
heading
look,
to
there he goes.
Extrial flies into the
Controversial.
point. Drags are there. Able to get the kill. Extrial's being cleaned up. Subliners hold.
I mean, look, again, they're just dealing with the players off spawn. It is going to be Subliners head on a swivel. They have to play such a tight setup just to keep them off spawn. So, LAG, you play for the 2 seconds or do you
Go back,
rotate?
go
They're
back.
going to force it for the 2.
Here we go. 20 more seconds remaining on the hard point. Fame.
Didn't
Not
check it.
fast enough this time. They don't check it. Assault now down low. Cleaned up. Hard point remains.
Oh my god.
The Subliners. The second strike. Not strong enough.
And they are so far away.
Skies
You
knows,
might have
like,
to
right
battle for the
there.
2,
It's like,
but you
yep,
can't
yes,
do
sir.
it, and you can't rotate either. Miles, we might be witnessing a breakdown.
It's not over yet. Skies has got to hold these players back. Forward you go. LAG have managed to slip forward. Skies are up top. I don't believe what we're
Oh
seeing.
my
They're
goodness.
And they brought it back, dude.
Look at him. Look at him.
in. Get through.
Yeah, that was an
Yeah.
insane comeback. I watched that live, man. That was an insane comeback out of the boys in
Clock in a
yellow.
second, 10 seconds now.
And then we got another spree here of a 9 spree from your boy Hydra, the MVP of last year here on the 4th map here. I'm just gonna go in here and see what this looks like.
The breaks and the holds. Here we go though.
Start with the
New York
pistol.
Subliners, couple of kills. That's all down. They've got a bit of an advantage. Let's go for a listen in with the New York Subliners.
Every time someone get river, can someone get river? No, Dante, can you look river? Can you look river? Yeah, I'll get off. No, you need to hold my comms. You need to hold my comms. I'm playing it. Yo, top comes. I'm me. Okay, I have river. Because I got fast. Top comes, something. Yo, top white. He's trying to play around from me, right? Nothing.
Sensational for both teams.
Yeah, this dude's absolutely cracked on the
He's
map, man.
moving.
Yeah, nah, dude, absolutely cracked on the map.
17 and 7 right there too, just absolutely going for
Yeah,
it. Jeez.
frying, bro, frying. And then kind of going into the last map of the series here, the search and destroy. Subliners down 0-2, and we're getting a full ace out of Estriel. Or Skies, I'm sorry.
Information passed over Skies over the two pieces. Love to see that for the Subliners.
These comms are a little bit mixy as well. A couple players able to get out. Yep, Sky's just dancing with the devil, but gets away with his life. Has already made the play on the round. And Assault might have all the information, but you just don't have enough men to try to make something happen. Him and Diamondcon want to go crazy, but the trade's rolling through. And just not enough time on the clock. So there you go. Nice little bully strap for the Subliners out towards A. Isolate a single player.
Boom.
Make sure you execute after the fact.
That's for their first point.
Crispy.
4 kills, 1 ace from Caesar Skies himself here. So, crazy to see that they brought it back and made it clap and came out with the dub, man. And then on top of that, too, here we got the third map here, the control on high rise. We got Estriel going crazy, the LAG.
And now he's in your spawn. Oh dear, this could get real ugly. Will he check if he
On a
puts
2 spree already.
one player on spawn to do with?
Make it a
Crispy
3.
got the kill and found himself dead instead. Over to Sib now. Can Estriel keep this
On camping.
Kill number 4.
Oh, 5,
Oh,
6. Just lining them up.
damn.
Yeah, dude.
He had more too if it was just the timing.
Yeah, if he had
but
just
God,
played it, played his life a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, control, spawn, trap heavy, high rise. I mean, it's just another El Bagra Fortress control, you know what I'm saying? But it's all good now. And then moving on to the third series of the night, we had LA Thieves going against the Atlanta FaZe here, and they got absolutely slammed by FaZe with an 3-0 3-0 series here. They only were able to play the hardpoint, search and destroy, and control. Looks like they played a hardpoint Karachi, invasion SND, and then a control on invasion as well. Atlanta FaZe, Simp, Beezy, Cilium all going positive, and Draza dropping the .88 there, and then everyone on LA Thieves just dropping negative. Insane numbers here, and looks like they didn't have much damage, out of the 3 maps here. The most damage was out of a BZ with 12k, and then 11 out of Simp and Celium, man. But I mean, FaZe looking nasty this year.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you guys think about this series here? Not really much to talk about. It was more of like a DoorDash challenge than anything.
Oh my gosh. Dude, I was listening to the desk talk about FaZe adding Draza, and I don't really know like Draza's skill set all that much. I mean, obviously he's pro, he's pretty decent. I mean, I'm sure they can all hang with each other for the most part. They wouldn't be on the team if not. But I heard them saying that basically, I don't know if it's because he's new to the team that they like he's getting like he's in like a hazing situation where like he's basically like the bait guy, the OBJ guy, basically the guy that like lets Simp and Abizi just run around, which I think that's like as much as like, yeah, it may take your eye away from the fame, but like, I mean, it really shows that is actually happening, because I was watching some of the I don't know if it was this series or not, but I was watching them play, and like Simp and Abizi were literally, as you can see, literally going off, like just getting kill after kill after kill after kill, like trade after trade after trade. And it's like, if that's what works, dude, I guess like roll with it. You know what I mean? I guess you don't really think that through to like have a specific person be that guy. And I guess it would kind of suck being Draza, I guess, if that's actually what's going on. But I mean, hey, if it freaking works and you're dropping a 1.38 and you're 3-0ing in that fashion, dude.
Yeah, no,
Whatever, yeah.
For sure.
Let
I
it happen.
mean, if you're winning that fast, I mean, definitely you got an OBJ player. I mean, you got Celium with a 1.48, and then underneath him, Simp with a 1.38. Dude, I mean, they're just frying, bro. So as long as you got one teammate kind of doing the dirty work and doing all the OBJ things like that, I mean, and you guys are 3-0 people. Like, I mean, LAT is not a bad team, man.
Yeah.
By all means. I mean, you got Ghosty, Cammy, who are very good, talented players here. I mean, even Afro, Joe
Yeah.
Deceives, even it was probably the best out of LA or LAG from last year, man. So
Yeah.
definitely, top contenders. I mean, it's not like they're playing plumbers or anything like that. So I mean, it's crazy to see that they're definitely in final form almost. Coming in the opening weekend for duty, man. So
And LA did put up a fight, but I mean, just
yeah.
can't keep up. Obviously, like that's crazy to see draws. Like Celium should have gave him at least a 0.2 back. Let him get a
yeah, dude.
1.05 or something.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I mean it's crazy. Good to see that though. I definitely Atlanta FaZe looking scary this year for sure.
Oh,
And
yeah.
here's a little clip of Simp himself going crazy with the hot start in the hard point of map 1.
Somebody to get their way in, and it's Ghosty and Cammy combining for 2. But Simp is still alive, and if you've learned anything from their first match, that may be enough. He's just floating around the outside of the hard point.
All right.
Okay. Simp's
The new patch was the reason why he stayed alive right there. I'll say that.
It's Ghosty and Cammy combining for 2.
He's going crazy, man. I mean,
Like
he's
right
doing
here,
his thing, bro.
right? Hold on, right here. If this was the beginning of the game or the beta, he would have been heard right here, and he would have gotten. At least the guy would have been facing the right direction. It was like Cammy. He would have been facing the right direction, but something about the footsteps in this new patch is like terrible. You can't even hear like.
Well, I
that
think
close.
he was rocking the running sneakers with Deddy. So he was actually
He had it
heard.
popped.
Nah, I don't think he had it popped.
Oh.
But yeah, man, Simp going crazy. First map, you know what I'm saying? And then we're gonna jump right in here to the last series of the night. We had your boys on the green side, the green wall versus the Minnesota Rocker.
I'm wearing Rocker right now, but fuck them.
But fuck. Looks like the
Sorry,
series went
sorry.
to an invasion hard point on the first map. Second map was Karachi search and destroy and control Karachi, and then a Skid Row hard point to close it out. They Optic won 3-1. Everyone on the Optic Texas team positive except for Kenny, and then everyone negative on Minnesota Rocker except for Big Wake himself. And then you got Dashy dropping 16k damage out of 4 maps, which is absolutely impressive there. The next person next to him is Shotzi with 14k. So, and Pred with the 1.35, Dashy with the 1.26, Shotzi with the 1.19, Kenny with the 9.5. So, definitely looking better. Up against Minnesota Rocker. Accuracy, Awakening, Vivid, and Lens, man, that's definitely a good team there as far as like talent individually, but as a team they couldn't collectively get the dub there. But what were you guys' thoughts on this game here, this match?
Did you catch this one, Anxious?
No, like I said, dude, I worked. So if I wasn't working, I was sleeping because I'd work 12, sleep a little bit, go right back, sleep a little bit, go right back. So I unlike on a car ride on the way to work, I might peep a little bit, but it wasn't anything long enough to really witness anything. However, I'm curious at this. Like, I mean, obviously the freaking, I don't know, the stars obviously aligning like freaking Optic and FaZe. I'm curious of what it's gonna look like for the rest of the year with how good Optic and ironically FaZe are both playing right now. But I mean, they have really good teams. I mean, as you see here, I mean, at least from what I know of in Minnesota, and most teams that I've noticed so far, like they can't hold a roster. They've all, like almost every team, their roster manias have been all new members. Not new members to the CDL, but new members for the team. And when you see people like, Shotzi and Dashy together that have been together for so long, I mean, they're there for a reason. Same thing with Simp and Abizi. Like, they've not been, they've been together the whole way through. And it's really like showing that, like, you stick with the same team, you're going to be winning. And obviously, I haven't watched a lot of Pred, but Kenny's a top contender in my book as far as competitive anything. I mean, even just strictly like S&D too. Like, he's nasty S&D. Same with the rest of Texas as well. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to the end of the year and what I want to see where FaZe and Optic line up. And I don't mean to
yeah.
I don't mean to be the bandwagoner, because I mean, if another team was frying, like, I mean, obviously you got like NYSL and stuff like that, but like so far to me, the two that stuck out so far to me have obviously been the bandwagon team so far, and I'm curious to see what the rest of the year, like throughout all the updates, maybe new maps, maybe new metas, how
Yeah.
long this holds from week 1 to the end.
For sure. I mean, lots of
yeah.
learning to do. I mean, this is only opening weekend 1. We have a lot of Call of Duty to be played throughout this season. So definitely interested to see what they have to offer here. And I can definitely see if Minnesota keeps up these numbers here. I mean, look at accuracy with a .7 KD. I mean, that's just unacceptable. So I could definitely see
Yeah.
if this continues down the path of a roster change there to kind of bounce off of your point there. But
I mean, the KDs on the Optic side were just like perfectly like across the boards. Like you get some, you get some, you get some. Kenny's doing dirty work. .95 is great. I would take that shit any fucking day.
yeah, no, absolutely. And then just kind of going off of that with Dashy here, got a little highlight from this map 4 of the hard point. He's getting like a little 3-piece action. Just I mean, look at them. They're just lining up. They don't even know where they're at,
Oh
dude.
my
It's just
God.
like it's too easy for Dashy.
Free pinch.
Yeah. So I mean, just
You gotta love it.
a little bit more teamwork out of the boys in purple there, but just kind of
Has Dashy always been an AR?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of the straightest shooters in the league as well, in my
Shouts
opinion.
out the graphic designer for Scump's stream. The update looks good.
Yeah, sure,
Oh, yeah.
sure. I like
Completely
it.
different
Games
from
are
last.
always like, even if there's nothing going on, it's still fun to watch. I mean, just
Exactly.
from graphics and the background entertainment and the random stuff going on, I love watching his watch parties. They're legit.
So
Shouts out.
moving on from there. I mean, that was the last series of the first weekend here. I mean, lots of good games that were played here. Definitely entertaining to watch, is for sure. And I wanted to kind of get y'all's thoughts on the next topic of discussion here, which is going to be our
Ooh.
tier ranking off of the first CDL opening weekend here, and we're going to kind of go through and share our thoughts to see who fits in what tier and the reasons why here. But I'll go ahead and kick it off with Atlanta FaZe, man. I know with this team here, man, Simpa, FaZe, and Draza, they definitely S tier. They definitely S tier for sure. Just seeing them coming out hot with a 2-0 lead.
And
Definitely.
we're basing just the weekend, right? Obviously.
Yes,
right?
just this what we've seen so far this weekend.
Gotcha. I
which-
could agree. I mean, obviously, yeah. I'm
Okay.
Optic, but phase up. That's a S tier for sure.
Joe.
Draws a pickup, go crazy.
Tries to pick up, go crazy. Yeah, for sure,
Mhm.
for sure. So I think we're all in agreement there for that. Now, Carolina Royal Ravens is the next one up here. It's unfortunate to see that they fell short in their very first series. They got 3-0'd by the Miami Heretics, but they brought it back in the Vegas Legion. So in my opinion here, man, definitely a slow start for the Carolina Royal Ravens. Carolina's one of my home states that I call home. And then also Clayster's I'm pretty big fan of Clayster as well. So I was really rooting for them to be better than what they came out this first season here, or this first weekend here. But in my opinion, man, I want to put them I want to put them higher. I'm thinking like C tier at the moment, bro. What y'all think?
I'll let Anxious give his take, and then I'll say mine.
Well, for me, so far, not seeing much of the matches other than the highlights so far. I can't really speak on much of any of these teams so far, which stinks. At least for this situation right now. But I would probably personally, for me, I'd probably slide it to B, just because
Of the reverse sweep this weekend. That's why I was going to put him in B.
That and this is cliche as all can get. I know everybody probably thinks the same, but I will always give Clay the benefit of the doubt. If Clay's on a team, I'm bumping him up one. Like, I don't care if they're not playing that good, because I know he has the mentality of he can take any team and make it a winning team. It doesn't matter who he's with. It doesn't matter how long they've played together. He's like the golden child of like COD, I guess, in a way where it doesn't matter. Like he's the exception. So like you need to have chemistry with teams. He could take a team with no chemistry and flip it around. I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen. So
True.
I would give him the benefit of the doubt, and I'd bump him up one, regardless of what team he was on. But I didn't see any of the matches, so I can't speak on match-based stuff. But like I said, I always give Clay the benefit of the doubt. So I would slide him probably up one.
Yeah, no, definitely high C, low B. We can
let's see where the
revisit
rest fall,
this.
too,
Yeah, we can revisit this and see if we need to rearrange anything here. But next on the list here we have Boston Breach. They started off pretty strong up against FaZe, but they weren't able to make the dub there. And then they also lost up against who did they lose up against as well? Was it? Remember,
I
Cole?
put them in front of Carolina, or Carolina would be after them in B if they move, but
Yeah, I'd say.
I would say B, to be honest. B for B.
Yeah,
for
Boston.
Boston?
Yeah, Boston.
'Cause
I want to see that. They definitely have some great talent, and you're just kind of seeing how they played up against FaZe in the opening first match of the weekend. Man, I mean, they were looking good. Man, they were looking good.
Yeah.
So definitely, I would agree. B for sure on them there.
Yeah, if they came to play with FaZe like that, I'll give them that B for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, well then next up here on the list we have LAG, the Los Angeles Guerrillas. They definitely were looking good up against that second match they had here, but they're 0-2 for the series and couldn't figure it out. So I'm gonna go ahead and put them in the D tier there. Are there any rebuttals to that?
Nah.
Like I said, I didn't see the matches, so I hate to be the guy that can't really have much input on this part. I think, however, we should maybe save this and revisit it when the next matches come out, and we could edit it and see if it stays the same or see, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
At least
absolutely.
like screenshot it, you know what I mean? So we remember where we were, because I'd even if it doesn't have to be me, I'd like to see where this gets revisited for sure.
No, definitely 100% there. So yeah, no, we're just gonna leave them there in the D tier for a minute there.
I agree.
Okay. All right. So now we got the Las Vegas Legion.
I was gonna say high C or low B in my book.
I'm gonna go with.
I would at least put them above Carolina because they.
Yeah.
I mean, Carolina won, so they can't. Yeah, they gotta be.
I'm gonna say C tier. They definitely were looking good. Definitely were looking good this year. But definitely a C tier. They got a lot of things to work on as well. But definitely like the way they were looking this year as well. So yeah, we'll do C for them as well. Next up we have LA Thieves. See, I mean, I really don't think they're doing that good this year. So I'm gonna put them down in the D tier, ahead of LAG, because I feel like Thieves could definitely win up against LAG. I might even put them in a low C. I might put them in a low C. Because
they're performing.
They're performing good for sure.
But aren't they 0-2 as well?
Yes. But I feel like it was just very back and forth games there. I mean, they did play FaZe, and they did get slammed. So, I don't know, man.
Does anyone here know how long a lot of these teams got to scrim before they actually played these matches out? Were they scrimming a lot?
Yeah.
No, or
There's a lot there. Yeah. I mean, I don't know
for a good amount, yeah.
Everyone was a good.
I'm just curious. Like maybe this was just
weekend one.
Some shotgun round of matches where now these teams might buckle in because they realized what just happened. You know what I mean? And like they'll take notes on everything, and the coaches get involved. And like they start talking, they start going over VODs. I feel like. I mean, not that didn't already happen. I'm sure it definitely did, because I'm sure they had to take these matches just as serious as the next ones. But I'm curious, like, what changes we're going to see coming into the next matches. I feel like there's going to be some big changes. Like, I feel like the numbers that we're talking about right now and, like, thinking Thieves could be a C tier and stuff like that could be complete opposite by next matches.
Mm-hmm.
That's just my guess. That's just my guess.
I can see that.
And yeah, anything's possible this year for sure. I mean, it's only the opening weekend, so a lot of people are going to go back and critique and tweak and things like that. So yeah, definitely understandable there. Okay, well, cool. We'll put them there. But moving on to the next team here, we have the Miami Heretics, aka Florida Mutineers. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and put them in the B tier. They were looking pretty good. I definitely think low B for sure. I'm pretty sure they only played one series this weekend.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
I was gonna put him in front of Boston, but I actually think that makes more sense where you put him.
Yeah, I mean,
at least for now.
we
were going crazy, but it's so unconventional. Like it's hard to say right now.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll leave them there for now. And then moving on to the Minnesota Rocker here. They're not looking too good in my opinion. I'm probably gonna go ahead and put them in the D tier.
Buddy,
I feel you. I just got karma. I went like this, went and just banged the shit out of my elbow, boy. God, damn. That was Gary
I
V.
do that a lot right here too, dude.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. So yeah, man, Minnesota Rocker not looking so hot. I wanted to go ahead and just put them there in the D tier there. Now moving on to the New York Subliner.
Hey.
You guys thinking, man? I'm definitely thinking. I'm thinking A for sure. A for sure, if not S tier, but A. He's looking good there. Okay. Well, no rebuttals there for sure.
Yeah.
Now as far as the green wall goes, we have Optic Texas up next here. They're definitely. Man, this is
I would say low A.
Low A.
I'd probably say D, honestly.
There it is.
D for this. Yeah.
Definitely low A. They're looking good, but they gotta,
Maybe
obviously
high B. Like they gotta
tweak some things. They gotta tweak.
Yeah, they gotta
things.
keep that magic going, cause they. I mean, honestly, bro, if they just played like 20% slower, I feel like no one could fucking.
Yeah.
Like, just stop chowing like the dumb shit.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah, so I'll like them in low A. They got a couple things. I see a lot of potential out of them as well. I'm not trying to bandwagon.
That's that team. Yeah.
Now moving on to the Seattle Surge. I definitely think they deserve an A spot. They've been looking absolutely nasty. I'm gonna put them in between New York and Optic Texas because they're definitely a top 5 contender for sure. They were looking absolutely gross. Billy, Hook. Definitely have that chemistry together, and then just adding Arcides, who's a world champ, into the mix, and then obviously Abuza, who's a up and coming challengers.
He's crazy, bro.
He's pretty good as well.
He's good.
So yeah.
Francois.
They're looking good. And then last but not least, the Toronto Ultra.
D. Put him in D.
D.
Sorry, Scuttle. No.
Yeah, shout out to Scutta's team here. We're gonna put them in E for absolutely just
E for everyone.
Yeah, dude.
Rated E for everyone. Oh my god. I definitely put him in A.
Yeah, I'm feeling an A. I'm gonna put them. Man, I don't know because we only saw one series out of them this weekend.
I think so they didn't get to play a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, Ultra definitely put the work on LAG, but LAG did take a map off of them too. So I'd definitely say FaZe right now looking like the nastiest team, and then kind of going from there. You got New York, Ultra, Seattle, and Optic, and then for your B tier, Boston and Miami. C looking like Carolina, Vegas, and LA Thieves, and then your D tier being Minnesota and LAG. So. What you guys think about this tier here? Do we need to change anything up, or is this looking good?
There's 2 things I would possibly change, but I mean, as it sits, like for the first weekend, this looks pretty good to me. We might get flamed, but fuck it.
All right. Well, no worries there.
Are we posting this?
Yeah, no, we're definitely posting this. We're definitely posting this. I already took the screenshot.
Save and download.
All right, stay list.
Just screenshot. We got it.
Yeah, I screenshotted it.
If you need me to, I can. I already got it up, honestly.
I took the screenshot already, but okay. Well, that's our. I'm gonna go ahead and just pull this to the side too, just in case I lose the screenshot. But yeah, that's the tier list for the opening weekend so far, and then moving forward into the standings here. FaZe with the 2-0 with 20 points. Then second place is Seattle Surge. Then you have third place going to New York Subliners. Fourth place going to Miami Heretics. In fifth, we have Toronto Ultra. In sixth, we have Vegas Legion. In seventh, we have Carolina Royal Ravens. Eighth goes to Optic Texas. Ninth goes to Minnesota Rocker. 10th goes to Boston Breach. 11th to LAG. And then 12th, Las Vegas Thieves. So, kind of a little bit different than our tier list here.
Yeah.
As far as the standings go, I mean, this is definitely fair.
It's pretty close. It's not. We had it pretty close. I mean,
It's not too
especially.
far
I mean,
off.
I didn't know. I didn't really watch any of the matches, so my voice is irrelevant in this, but it was pretty close. I mean, not as
Not far.
expected for sure. I would have definitely not expected LA Thieves to be where they're at or Optic, but like I said, I didn't really see any of the matches, so especially with Thieves, their champs run, 2 years ago, seeing that kind of stinks, and being an Optic fan, that kind of stinks to know that. But dude,
Yeah.
like we've said a million times, it's the first weekend, so like I said, just off of how I know these teams can really buckle down under pressure, I feel like this could be hopefully an early wake up call for them, and they don't realize too late for some of the teams that have not been performing as well, that this could be a complete different standings next match. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. Oh
Yeah, no, for sure. Kind of just bouncing off that. I mean, for me, I definitely was a little bit surprised to see Seattle Surge come out so hot, and definitely they deserve the second place there. But that's definitely something I didn't imagine seeing here. Then also seeing Miami so high up in the standings as well. Um, and then Boston Breach a little bit lower than my expectations from the weekend there. I mean, they did come out 0-2, but they had some grueler matches. And definitely deserve higher than that there. But that's just what it is there. So that's the very first weekend standings there, coming out of the opening weekend for weekend one, out of the standings. So moving on. Now, as far as the schedule for next weekend here, we have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday here. I wanted to collect you guys' predictions for next weekend, and kind of go from there here. And if someone can take note of what our predictions are, definitely would love to compare what they look like, compared to that there. So for Friday, the very first match is going to be at 3 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be your Miami Heretics versus the Las Vegas Legion. I think this is going to be a really good match here, but I think Miami's going to come out victorious. I don't know, actually, man. It's going to be a grueler. I'm going to say 3-2 Miami.
Okay.
wait,
I'll probably.
I'm gonna write it down. Hold on.
You writing it down? Okay.
Wait, this is just for. Are we gonna do? We're going over the whole weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I would go probably the same. To be honest, it'd be either like 3-1, 3-2 in Miami's favor. I'll go. I'll say the same as you, Bob. 3-2 Miami.
All right. Okay. We like that. Well, you, Bill, what you thinking? Wait.
Honestly, I'd have to look at these rosters, so I don't got time to run it back to know all the rosters because I didn't really. I mean, I tried to pay attention to the best.
Kind
I
of
could,
based off what we talked up today, what you thinking?
Based on the standings, yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, damn, it's tough.
Because LB's going crazy, but Purge, his KD could change next weekend and put more work in, or you got Miami playing unconventional Call of Duty with the most passion this weekend. It's hard to say. It's like it really is a toss up.
I'm gonna say 3-1 Vegas.
3-1 Vegas. Wow. Okay.
But he went tails on us. Holy shit.
He did. Okay, and then
Okay, what were you guys' though?
Miami 3-2.
Yeah, Miami 3 for both of us. And then moving on to the second match, we have LAT versus your Boston Breach, and I'm going to say 3-1 Boston.
Okay.
What you thinking, Cole?
Damn.
You said 3-1 Boston?
Yeah.
I was gonna say LAT 3-2.
Okay. Okay, I like that.
I think they might pull a little something and catch their Their swagger.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go same as Colt.
Okay. And then the very last match of Friday night is going to be your Optic Texas versus Seattle Surge. Now, this is going to be a very, very good game to watch because you have Illy and company going up against his old roster, Optic Texas, man. And I definitely just kind of seeing how Seattle's been looking and Optic Texas has been looking, man. This is going to definitely go map 5. It's going to be a grueler match. Man, it just comes down to a search and destroy. And just kind of seeing how Optic Tech, man, I'm going to go 3-2 Seattle. 3-2 Seattle.
You going Seattle? Oh,
yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 3-2 Texas, just, But Seattle, I mean, the way Illy was playing and shit, like, he was winning everything in the offseason. You're probably right, but I got to go Texas.
Wait, Colt, what was yours again?
3-2 Texas. Definitely a game 5 I could see, unless they start, or if they just scam, like towards the end. But
yeah.
I'm gonna say, that's tough, dude. I'm gonna say 3-2 Seattle, but I'm gonna take it a step further. I'm gonna say Texas gets 6-0'd in the last S&D.
Oh my God, bro!
Oh damn,
that's a hot take and a half, dude. But
he said, "Illy the God."
We'll say it. We'll Pope back in full form, I guess.
The Pope.
Next Friday night.
I'm gonna call that. I'm gonna call that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first, live on the Blind Counter. Anxious, telling us that Optic Texas getting 6-0'd.
Game 5.
Game 5 against Seattle Surge.
Bruh, that'd be crazy.
They're gonna get rusty on that 5th map. They're gonna get sleepy.
Guess so.
Start gassing out.
Okay, and then moving into the Saturday matches, we have Miami going up against your Minnesota Rocker, and this one's going to be a DoorDash challenge for sure. And I'm definitely going to go 3-0 Miami. Maybe 3-1, but 3-0.
3-0. I was going to say 3-1 Miami for me. Keep it safe, because I could see Minnesota. I mean, they can do something, but they just, with the spawns and with how they play, like they're not gonna know any type of structure on the map to play against Miami. I don't think, at least not yet.
Absolutely. What are your takes, Bill?
Mia?
I'm gonna give Minnesota the benefit of the doubt here. I'm gonna say they turn around. They're gonna 3-2 Miami.
Okay. Fair enough.
Okay, little shouter.
Okay, and then moving into the second series, we have the Las Vegas Legion going up against the NYSL. This one's probably going to be, a masterclass out of Hydra and company, man. I'm gonna say 3-1 New York.
Agreed.
Well,
Agreed.
Thinking anxious.
Yeah.
All right, 3-1 across the board there for Favor and NY there. In the third series, we have the Atlanta FaZe going up against Seattle Surge. Man, this is going to be a fire match to watch as well. Man, and it honestly just kind of bouncing off of a 3-2 victory up against Optic Texas. I mean, this is definitely going to go to 5th map as well. And oh man. This is a tough one. I want to say, dude, I'd hate to go Seattle again, dude, but man, this is going to be a coin toss at this point here. I'm going to say, you know what? I'm going to say it. Atlanta FaZe 3-2.
Okay. I'm going to say FaZe up 3-1 over Seattle.
Huh? Got anxious?
I'm going to say, no, this is just a guess because it's first weekend. I mean, I feel like these predictions will be a lot more tighter as, the matches develop, because then we'll really start to see, some action and we'll have better guesses. But I'm going to say FaZe takes the gas or the foot off the gas a little bit, and I'm going to say Seattle 3-1.
3-1 Seattle, okay.
You saying they're
Okay.
gonna scam the last hills?
Shit, that's a
Okay.
hot take and a half out of Anxious
That
himself.
really
Oh,
is.
I like it. And then
Well,
going into the last match of Saturday, we have Toronto Ultra going up against Carolina Royal Ravens. Man, this is going to be a good match as well. We got Long Neck versus Clay and Company. Man, this is going to
long
be
neck versus long birthday.
versus Long
Yeah.
Career. Man, I'm gonna say
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, man, this is gonna be a hard one for sure. But I'm gonna say 3-1 Toronto.
You
Yeah.
said long. You said. Hold on. Let me write that.
I could agree with
Um,
that, Bob.
You said long neck is in Scrappy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I was just making sure he's still on the team. I didn't know for sure.
Little scrap.
Mm, I'm telling you, bro. I'm gonna give Clay the benefit. I'm gonna say 3-2 Ravens.
3-2
Sheesh.
Carolina Royal Ravens out of Anxious
With the
himself.
ice.
Okay. And then, that's going to wrap it up for Saturday. And then first thing Sunday morning, you have the Carolina Royal Ravens going again up against Optic Texas. Man, this is going to be another banger here. But man, depending on everything here, I'm going to say it's going to go 3-1 Texas.
I'm gonna say I kind of am on that wavelength. I'm gonna go 3-0 Optic on this one.
Okay.
Probably not, but let's just see what they do.
Huh.
What you got, Anxious?
I'm gonna say
Actually-
3-2 Texas.
3-2 Texas. Okay. He finally went up against his word against Clayster. All right. Well, cool, man. Now the second match of the night here will be LAG versus LAT. Burger versus Burger.
Battle
Man,
of
battle.
Los Angeles.
Yeah, Battle of Los Angeles. The Burger squads. Man, I'm gonna say definitely LAT takes this one for a
The
lap.
burger.
And I'm gonna say you're gonna 3-1 LAG.
Okay. I think they might go the distance. I'm gonna go 3-2 LAT.
Okay. What you got, Anxious?
Just because I'm pulling for my man Arcides, dude. I'm gonna say they pull it 3. I'm gonna say they go 3-2.
Arcides.
In honor of him last year.
So
Wait.
LA
yeah.
Thieves, this is going to be your LA Thieves roster. You got Afro, Cammy, Ghosty, and Joe Deceives going up against your Los Angeles Gorillas. This is Assault,
Oh.
Diamond Con, Estriel, and Fame.
I was thinking last year's roster. My bad. I don't based.
Switch it up. Yeah, change it. That's tough.
It's a tough team.
I feel like they're pretty squared away. Like it's really like a coin flip in my opinion.
Yeah.
I'll say. I'll do the same as Colt. 3-2 LA Thieves.
Okay.
Cool.
And then your last. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
All right, and then the last series of the weekend will be your Boston Breach versus Toronto Ultra. This is definitely going to be an interesting match because Boston, hasn't really been winning completely all the way, but they've definitely been a top contender. I'm going to say 3-2 Toronto.
Oh, okay. I was thinking, I could play it safe, and Toronto's just looking pretty crazy. I mean, Boston's great. Slasher and Priest are a great duo together. I'm probably gonna go 3-0 Toronto though. Like they might be
The
on their shit.
DoorDash challenge has been locked in from Mr. Amane, saying that Toronto Ultra is going to 3-0 Boston Breach in the last series of the weekend too.
That last round of S&D, my fucking Chipotle is going to arrive. Boy.
We're gonna have to get some prize
DoorDash
picks going
challenge.
for the show.
I'm gonna say the opposite. I'm gonna say Boston 3-0s Toronto.
That is an absolute hot take there, ladies and gentlemen. But I like it.
Hottest Chipotle sauce.
Okay. I missed
jalapeno.
one. First Saturday. I missed Colts last match. What'd you have for Saturday? Toronto versus Ravens.
I think it was 3-1. I think it's what I
3-1
said.
Toronto.
That's correct.
Yeah, 3-1 Toronto.
Okay. What's interesting, man? Definitely going to be a good weekend of Call of Duty to watch, especially the Optic versus Seattle, then Seattle versus FaZe. Then you got
2 more Optic ones that weekend too. That's what's up.
yeah. You got Friday and Sunday. Optic are playing there, so that's exciting. And then Seattle's definitely going to be a good match to see. Go ahead and mark your calendars now, man. You better watch some games. I'm
Bro,
definitely excited to
so
see.
glad we can look forward to this, bro.
Yeah, dude, this is gonna be definitely a good weekend of Call of Duty to watch here.
We're
Okay.
back.
Well, cool, man. Well, moving on here, we're gonna get into some topics here of the community updates that's happened in the past week here. Moving on from the CDL, but any last takeaways or thoughts before we move on?
Good.
This is the last weekend before holidays, right? Like we won't see Call of Duty until January after this.
That's a great question. I'm not sure. Maybe one more weekend.
Like
But
right before, I could see that, yeah.
I don't know. I think this might be the last weekend. I'm not sure. Great question. I'll get
Because
back to you on
Christmas
that.
is, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to check.
All right. All right. Well, moving on here. On to something a little bit other than Call of Duty. We have the X-Pro Neptune will team up against APG, who got dropped from Optic Halo onto a native gaming, and they will be now playing Halo together here. Here is the announcement video for that here.
Ooh.
Okay. A little bit
Easy,
underwhelming,
simple.
little underwhelming as far as the thing
Can't
there.
lie.
But Neptune and APG, who was a contender for last year's Halo Worlds, came and placed second, and then first last year. So definitely a world class Halo player there. And then Neptune coming from the Call of Duty scene. And then obviously teaming up with 2 other random pros from Halo Squad there. But definitely kind of cool to see Neptune getting back into the groove of things with
Yeah.
APG, who is Formal's ex-teammate on Optic Halo.
Shout out APG.
APG, a pure gangster. In other news for Halo, ever since they dropped APG from the Optic roster, they've now decided to sign Dead Zone to compete and complete their Halo roster for next year. So definitely some interesting things there. They're definitely a nasty squad, and so we'll see what Dead Zone brings to the table for their next season in the Halo scene there.
He should
Better
have
hope.
kept his last name, bro.
Yeah.
Better hope he doesn't get stick drift.
Straight up, bro. He should have. I don't know why he changed his name, dude.
I don't know either. Optic's gonna dominate, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. That dude's good.
Okay, well, cool, man. Well, moving on here now to some Call of Duty Challengers news here.
Thought we forgot about y'all
Challengers
boys.
has now officially moved to Face It from Game Battles. The 2024 season, seeing that Game Battles has officially died. Now Face It is now bringing on the cups for Challengers here, so it's great to see, man. A lot about that has been kind of up for debate here. And as far as your pro points from game battles, they will carry over to Face It. Pro points will carry over to the new Face It platform and will be used for seeding for the first events of the year. So a lot of cool things there.
Nice.
but
That's
yeah,
actually
man.
really, really cool that they can carry over like that.
Yeah. So
I had
definitely
no idea.
Face It, the best platform I'd say for the Challengers Cup here. They got a lot of active members there, internal and external, working it. So definitely good to see that the Challengers team is gonna be thriving with that there. Cool to see there.
Yeah, they need it. I mean, that's what was it, Raleigh? They had it was like the old style event, basically. I love that. I wish they'd do that every single
Pro-Am.
one.
Yeah, dude, that was
Yes.
that was nice, man. So as soon as that, I feel like next year they're gonna bring that back. I would assume that they would bring that back next year there. But okay, well, moving on here to some news. If you guys are playing challengers, or not challengers, but challenges through CMG, Effective on December 8th, all ammo types have been restricted from all matches, so no more high grain cheese in the wagers or the tournaments. So that's definitely exciting to see here that they're moving on to GA and remove all ammo types from matches there. So that's great.
I think they should have done that the whole time.
I definitely think so too. So definitely, finally updated there. Great to see that there.
I mean, y'all played more of that style than me. Like, was it really that noticeable? Just the
Yeah,
velocity and the damage?
you killed one bullet faster.
Oh damn.
Yeah, that was definitely
Yeah.
cheesy for sure.
Yeah, and
That's Formaggio straight
like
up.
the whole idea of like trying to put a red dot on to get people to not use it was like so dumb too. Or like
Oh, to
to
fake
take up
4.
another spot. Yeah,
No,
Yeah.
for
it's so
sure.
dumb.
For sure. And moving on here, breaking news: we will see Verdansk returning for Warzone in 2024 with Treyarch's new title of Call of Duty. So definitely excited to see that come back. Verdansk was definitely the best Warzone map we've had to date here. I mean, we had O Block over here next to the stadium. You had Super Center. You had the Gulag out here, man. You had downtown. I mean, just so much fun here. The dam as well. I mean, no one really went up that way. I don't believe, but I mean, this is definitely a huge W to see this
Yeah.
bring this back, man. I mean, 2020 COVID days, man. This is just literally all we did.
This is where we all lived.
This is where we lived for sure, man. This was a very, very, very fun map. So it's definitely cool to see that this is gonna be bringing it back and making it clap in a year's time with Treyarch's new game. That's cool to see.
No hands, Treyarch. Let's go, baby.
Let's go, baby. And then moving on into some Modern Warfare 3 events. So upcoming events for Modern Warfare 3 on December 13th. So this Wednesday, when you see the podcast dropping live, Dune Trials of Power will go live, and then the following week after that, Santa's Slayground will go live, and so those are going to be some weekly challenges to get maybe a new camo, a couple new stickers, things like that there. So pretty cool to see that coming. New content there.
You know what would be interesting? Like if they actually, because you pay for the operators and shit if you so choose. Like they need to start doing these challenges to where there's like a free operator or something. Because like if it's an ammo or I'm sorry, like the tracers or a gun that I'll never use, like I'm probably not even gonna worry about this shit.
Yeah, no, for sure, man.
Oh, absolutely. I never
definitely.
do them. That's the case.
We aren't playing.
We
So
are.
that's good.
Thank
Thank you for
us.
having our. Hey, shouts out. Yeah. True shit.
Oh my god, Krampus,
Krampus,
dude.
oh,
Oh
Jesus
my
Christ.
god, yeah.
We do need to hit some comments more on this. Like, well, depending on what it is.
It might be some titties on there. You never know.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
All right, well, moving on here. And as far as keeping you guys updated with some content like you were looking for here, the CDL gun camos have leaked. I just wanted to kind of dive through and see what you guys' thought on these here. So this is like a mock-up of Optic Texas's gun skin camo here. Crazy guns camo there. So that's Optic Texas. You got Atlanta
like
FaZe. This one looking nice with the white accent. Then you got LAG, all purple. I mean, definitely cool to see that gun. Then Seattle Surge, dude.
one.
Seattle Surge looks sick as fuck, dude. I ain't gonna lie,
I like
bro.
this
This looks good. I definitely
Yeah.
like this one here for sure.
Yo, there might be more picks, but like, do you see that row along the bottom on that last pick?
Yeah.
Like that LV. This what is that?
Yeah.
Like snakeskin or something?
I don't know, man. It's like some turquoise, or I don't even know, dude. Not turquoise.
That shit look
but it's
crazy.
Kind of like pattern that you would see on like a pashmina. You know what I'm saying? Then
Yeah.
here's LA Thieves.
Yes.
It's like
I'm
a
gonna get it.
all
sure.
black
Yeah.
with some red
I'm getting
accent.
that hoe.
That one
shit's
looks sick.
fire.
That looks sick. Then you got your Miami Heretics, which is just a big ass like
Like a
Nerf
Nerf
gun.
gun. Get that
Yeah,
shit out of
dude,
here.
this is actually a Nerf gun.
Super soaker ass vamos.
Yeah, for real, dude, for real. Then here's your Boston Breach. This one looks pretty sick as well. Matte black with your lime green accents. Carolina
circuitry.
Royal Ravens looking kind of cool as well. Like a blue tiger camo with some deep blue accent there. And then moving on to the New York subliners, you got your poppin' yellow with your black accents there. Definitely kind of cool to see that there, but kind of underwhelming. And then Toronto Ultra.
Love it.
Here comes Scudda coming in with the
Yeah.
white and pink with the purple accents there.
Yeah,
So
it's got about a.
Scudda, you
I
gonna
do
be-
like this one. It reminds me of like the hollow foil.
Yeah, definitely good looking there. Let's see here. I think that was all of them I could find so far. And
I
then
think
There's like 2 more, yeah, but
yeah. And then here's your Vegas
okay.
Legion right here as well.
that's actually kind of cool. I like that.
Yeah, you got your weird decal, kind of like a pashmina. What's that type of print that you would see on like a girl's wall? You know what I'm saying? They use like a red
Fucking-
flag, that red,
Looks like that like
big ass red
pashmina
flag.
paisley shit. Like
Yeah, with your black accent. So definitely cool. You know what I'm saying? Definitely cool to see that there. But yeah, man. I don't know which one I'm gonna buy yet. It depends on what the
I think
skin looks
optics needs to be darker.
optics needs
breach.
work. Optics
Yeah,
needs
optic-
completely changed. This shit sucks.
like.
Yeah,
For sure.
but I think I'd probably get Thieves. I think it was Thieves for sure, the red and black.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
If I was gonna, I don't usually pay for anything in the game. I try not to, because I mean, it does make you shoot better, and I don't like to put money into the game if I don't have to. But maybe, depending.
No, I feel
Yeah,
that.
the LAT one was hard.
Yeah,
You have to buy like one at a time, right? There isn't like a pack, right?
Yeah, you can
Yeah, I
you
think
buy
it's
one
like-
at a time, but like $10 a pack, each pack. Okay. Well, moving on there, we do have another announcement here for the CDL. Looks like Rocker, who has been previously owned by Version 1, is now a part of G2 Esports. They are merging together. So definitely good to see that they're merging. That's good for business side there, as far as rosters being built, salaries being touched, things like that there. So
Oh shit.
the new Rocket. Okay.
Interesting.
Would have been cool to see
It's
they
like version
rebrand.
1,
Yeah.
G2. I was like, okay.
Oh shit. But yeah, man, we got a little announcement here. Version 1 has entered into the strategic partnership with G2 Esports, which is Version 1 ownership, and will become G2 shareholders, and G2 will receive operating rights. The Minnesota Rocket Call of Duty League team going forward, Version 1 brand will no longer be fielding competitive teams or active content creation. Thank you to our incredible staff, players, and coaches, and most of all fans for coming to the journey this far with Version 1 and Minnesota Rocker. We are so grateful for the extraordinary memories we have had with you all over the world. Our ownership group's long-term commitment to esports remains strong, and they are excited to enter the next phase with a strong legacy org in G2. Brett Diamond, the COO of Minnesota Rocker. So, cool statement out of them here.
Yeah.
And then
Anything to keep it going, bro.
yeah, definitely cool there. And then to kind of make it full circle here for the last topic of the night here, here is the drama that was going down between Activision shutting down the flank and the breakdown. Let's just go ahead and watch this.
You guys know that I would love to
Is this 7
work
minutes
with
long?
the league and do watch parties on YouTube and do whatever they need us to do, content and do watch parties and do whatever. You know what I mean? So let me tell you where I'm frustrated. I was received with an email this morning saying that we are no longer allowed to review gameplay. We're not even allowed to pull up CDL gameplay even when the matches are over. So before the games, after the games, doesn't matter. I can't be live
Same
on
with
Twitch
us.
and pull up gameplay on YouTube and like watch the gameplay. Like I can't, I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed to do that. So in terms of reviewing gameplay on the show this year, we can't do that. We are not allowed to talk about COD. We could talk about COD, but we're not allowed to review the gameplay and break down Call of Duty. We can't do that anymore.
Breakdown.
The only way that we could do that is if I just dropped everything that I'm doing here on Twitch and went to YouTube and just streamed on YouTube. But I'll be honest with you guys, like YouTube doesn't offer me anything. Like they don't really. I've met with YouTube. They're all they're all great people. They all treated me with respect. I got no problem with YouTube. But they also have to understand from my POV, like I've been on Twitch for like years and years and years. And I don't want to just turn off my Twitch stream and just not do stuff on Twitch anymore. Like,
how is the scump's fault?
Like,
I don't think people were saying it was my fault.
This is where I started, bro.
You're a real asshole. I think people just want me to come out and
YouTube wanted to
say things that
and maybe
I don't want to come out and just say until I get more information.
Story.
Wait, so how's it a problem
one
now,
number and it was
year?
just like,
well, they moved to YouTube.
Like the numbers are just not
last year it was all
up,
Twitch, so it didn't matter.
Looking good
what
here.
About the first year?
So today I was thinking about just doing a watch party.
Last year was the only year it was on Twitch. Every other year it was on YouTube.
Like,
I'm
pretty sure, right?
And he was still able to do
Twitch,
like
but I'm not
the podcast
allowed to have game sound.
Well, I'm pretty sure he started doing that in
on
Cold
my
War,
Twitch
not
stream, and I don't
MW2019.
know.
And then they didn't like care.
I don't have enough time, guys, to rearrange my setup. I woke up an hour ago. I did a 10-hour, 11-hour stream yesterday. I woke up an hour ago. I don't even know how to change my setup and rearrange my setup to where I'm streaming
we're facing some shit right now. Again, it's not just Tom, it's us as well. We've talked to Tom. All that good stuff. We're figuring it out. One day at a time.
With them dogs.
Much love, much respect.
Yeah. So definitely interesting to see that because they went to YouTube that you can no longer share that same gameplay from the exclusive YouTube stream onto Twitch. So that's the reason why they're having some issues here. Now, obviously for us, we upload to YouTube and Spotify and things like that there, so we don't really have any much issues there. But
we reviewed gameplay.
We do. We review gameplay just fine. So yeah, it's definitely crazy to see that Activision and company over there just going rogue on everyone, making sure they can't be successful. It's actually crazy and a massive L for the community. What are you guys' thoughts here?
I'm curious how are they gonna give out bans for that? Like, I'm just curious because like I've done watch parties on Twitch while watching YouTube.
Yeah, but you don't make a profit out of it as much as they do. So like, it's just the bigger guys like this. I mean, people like us. I mean, we're not that big. So like, yet, but you just keep going. You don't ask for permission. You ask for forgiveness. So they've obviously been
plead the fifth.
They've obviously been reached out to and told them, hey, no longer can do.
That's crazy.
You no longer do that.
Yeah, it's gonna be once they redo the infrastructure of the streams. It'll be fine. It does suck for more on Zuma's side of things because, like, that really, on a second note, I might take that back. People didn't really give a hell about the gameplay this past Flank weekend when they couldn't do it. Like, they were there for the personalities, and that show was top 3 flanks of the past few years, in my opinion. So, like, it'll be fine. It does suck, and it goes back to the whole deal and the YouTube numbers and. The CDL's dying, bro. So like, at least if they can keep it up, we'll be all right.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, that's gonna be. I mean, those are all the topics I had to discuss this time, man. We're at an hour and 24 minutes. Definitely a juicy one to unpack.
Nice.
So definitely there, man. But as far as wrapping it up, man. I mean, what's y'all's overall takeaways from the first weekend, man?
Go ahead, Anxie.
I mean, first weekend at COD, like I said, I got to miss a lot of it. But I'm still really excited to see what the future holds, and I'm like really enjoying the team so far and seeing some rivalries, seeing some teams split up, seeing some new rosters. I didn't really get to put it on paper mentally during all the roster mania because it's kind of hard to keep tabs on all the teams and who's on what when you're not seeing anything happen. But I don't know. I like some of the teams I'm seeing so far, even some new guys. Just really excited to see what happens in the future. I don't know. I'm really excited for these next matches. I really like the game. I think that goes hand in hand for sure. I've always found in other games that I don't enjoy as much with COD. I also don't really enjoy watching as much either. Like, I'm not anticipating watching it, but like, I think for this season of like this year, I'm gonna be really anticipating like the matches to come and what happens this year for sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Me too, man. It's gonna be
Yeah.
definitely a healthy year for competitive Call of Duty as a viewership, not as like a whole community, but like for me and myself and my enjoyment out of it. I mean, it continues to build momentum every single year. So as much as like down steps that we're taking as a community, I mean, for myself, I mean, I'm definitely continuing to get more and more involved and more interested in it as well. So, what about you, Mr. Amane?
I'm loving the game. I mean, I even liked MW2 to a certain extent, but like just how I play and what I like in a game, this one is just let's fucking go finally. So yeah, I'm excited to watch the matches more than ever. I've been obsessed since I got back into it with you during Cold War, Bob, and this year's no different. It's actually the worst it's ever been in a good way. Because now we're doing a podcast. Like, what the fuck, you know?
Yeah, no, it's been a
yeah.
journey for sure.
So I'm excited. It's gonna be a good year. Gonna hit a major or two, including champs, hopefully, and yeah, it's gonna be good time on the blind counter with the homies and going over this whole year together. It's gonna be a good time.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Well, if you made it this far, man, we really appreciate you guys, watching, listening, wherever you are. We are on Apple Podcasts, we are on Spotify Podcasts, and we're also on YouTube as well. We are going to try to go live as much as possible on Twitch as well, so just go ahead and look up the Offset there, or look us up on Twitter, The Blind Counter, look us up on Apple Music and Spotify, Blind Counter Podcast there. Drop us a follow, leave us a like, man. Comment what you'd like to see below next. We really appreciate everyone here. Mr. Anxious, we really appreciate you coming in and kind of spitting some cow with us. Mr. Amane, like always, man, really appreciate you coming in here, man. It's been a good one. So, yeah, man. Well, cool, man. Well, we really appreciate everyone here, man. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.